Hey gang, Ronin here. Welcome on back to the Retrocade. It is Friday, and that means we are wrapping up our weekly playthrough. Hopefully this is the penultimate week of Final Fantasy VI for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. If you've been enjoying the content so far, as always, best way you can show it is to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, ring the bell to be notified of the latest content. Also, don't forget we have Sports Saturday and Sucker Punch Sunday coming up starting tomorrow, where we'll be playing sports and fighting or fighting platform-based games from the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th generation. You can also follow us on Twitter at Retrocade to help spread the word about this little channel of ours, because we're trying to get 100 subscribers. As soon as we do it, it unlocks the YouTube customization algorithms, which lets us make it bigger and better. If there's any game you'd like to see us feature from the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Super Nintendo, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis or Mega Drive, SNK Neo-Geo, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, or PlayStation 2, leave in the comments below or drop me a tweet, and it can be any game from those 7 systems. You have thousands to choose from. Whole idea behind putting this channel together was to celebrate the golden age of gaming from 1984 to 2010. And while I freely admit I have played hundreds of games across those 7 systems in my lifetime, there's thousands more that I've never even looked at, let alone tried. So, you know, beat Aaron. If anything, as long as it doesn't give me an explicit tag, and I don't know of any games on any of those consoles that would, then if anything, I can give you a fair assessment of it. We can do a one-day playthrough if it warrants that, or if it may warrant additional episodes. Who knows? But it's all about generating content, generating conversation, and giving you guys more things that you enjoy about what you grew up with playing video games. So, or if you're of the age where you don't know these systems very well and have heard about them through your parents, which makes me feel damn old, or siblings or whomever, then, you know, maybe that'll be stuff you'll enjoy as well. So I want to be able to keep that dialogue going, so, you know, let's see what we can put together. In the meantime, what I have been doing since Wednesday was we have been stuck in one of our playable characters' heads, who happens to be Cayenne the Samurai, and while he's been playable, he hasn't been all that useful, I should say. What we have done is that we have basically gone back through and revisited all the trauma that he endured back in Act 1, losing his family at the hands of Kefka when he poisoned Doma Castle, as well as other situations. We had to take one last trip on the Dream Train, which was a carryover from Act 1, and we had to do our last little walkthrough with the Magitech armor, the power armor that we started the game with. We're not going to be able to play it with it again now, but if anything, it gave us something a little bit more fun now that we're heading towards the boss. And by getting to the boss, we can end this dungeon and hopefully get out of Cayenne's head once and for all. Now, having said all that, this has not been the easiest bit already, because this is now the 3rd time I'm going back through this part of the dungeon. The first 2 times I did it, I hamstrung myself by equipping Tina, Gogo, and Strago with reflect rings, which does not allow me to petrify them to get the boss that we are fighting out of hiding. And then when I didn't have that, we went ahead and petrified Tina, but he wasn't there, and then Strago and Gogo died. We weren't able to get her out of petrification, and that ended the fight. So to say this is a frustrating boss battle is a slight underestimation. So, underestimation, wow, I can't believe I said that. I've only been up since 4:30, guys. You have to bear with me on this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change a couple of things here. I'm going to give him the Thief Bangle. I don't want to give him the Reflect Ring, because all the boss or the boss and his minions exclusively utilize magic attacks. Having Reflect is the ideal thing to defend all of my characters. Again, the problem is because we have to be able to petrify them. If we use the spell on us while wearing a Reflect Ring, it will instead go to the enemy, and then it will be useless. So, because we can't freeze them. Oop. The other thing I want to do is I want to save this because I'm tired of coming back and dealing with all this crap. And did I take the Gladius off? I did. The other thing I didn't realize the first time around was the weapon that Go-Go was equipped with, which is the Gladius, which offers a high amount of magic damage, also heals the beasties we're about to fight, which makes it completely counterintuitive. And it doesn't just heal them for a little bit, it heals them for thousands of hit points. But giving the ice rod to Go-Go is likely going to be our best bet in this part of the dungeon. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to go ahead and heal up. Might as well use them while I got them. Of course you put him to sleep. You whiff with the Kappa, which is helpful. Good, she parried that, because that would have been an insta-kill. And I really don't need that. I have to admit, this is as annoying as other dungeons at this stage of the game have been. I think this one is far and away the one that takes the cake. I'll be really, really glad when I don't have to fight through all this again. And I'm hoping that that means we get through it this time around. Because Rexol is only possessing 23,000 hit points, near as makes no difference. And his minions have only 3,000 hit points. He hasn't learned has not learned how to break anybody yet. And it's a 1 in 3 chance of petrifying the right person. But having the golden needles makes sure that whoever can get unlocked, it happens sooner rather than later. If you want to cure him, go ahead. Because I'm going to take the opportunity to cure Strago. Now if I can just take him out before He vanishes again. Because the minions do not benefit us at all. Crap. Okay. And mugging them won't help. For some reason that didn't work. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see if Go-Go's the lucky culprit this time. Nope. So it's not Go-Go, which means I can unpetrify him. Nope. So it's Strago again. Because it's a 1 in 3 possibility, you just don't know. So you have to stay alive long enough to make sure you can get the right person petrified. Are you kidding? I whiffed again? There. And it finally takes him out. So this one did work a little bit better than I had hoped. We did not manage to steal the item we could have gotten. But we have the defense bangle, which will work. And now we got Cayenne back. And his storyline is officially done. And we have this little cutscene. Now, considering this is all finished, this will unlock all of his final sword skills. Again, his special feature is that he does what's called sword tech. That he has 9 different numbers that you can pick on a sliding scale. And each one has a different attack option. To now, I think we've only been able to get to, I think, levels 5 or 6. Now we're going to be able to get to all 9. So now his wife and son are gone. But they have freed him of his guilt. Along with a sword. Now the sword is actually the next collectible one he can get, which is called Aura. The one benefit of it is that we can go ahead and bring it to the Coliseum and upgrade it into an even better weapon. Now, you may have noticed at the top of the room, as they just made it clear that he has mastered his sword skills. I'm going to give him dash shoes because I'm tired of... oh, that's right. I don't have any dash shoes anymore. Frel. Now, the Masamune is the upgraded sword that he has. In the Japanese version, or the English version, it's called Aura. Now, the Masamune actually has quite a bit of history to it in Final Fantasy lore, in that in the original game, the Masamune was the best weapon you could give any character. And if you gave it to the white mage, then you made it truly a devastating attack option. So now we have the Esper Alexander, and Alexander should give us the ability to create Holy Magic along with Shell, Protect, Spell, and Asuna. But being able to learn Holy at ×2 rate isn't bad. Because we were able to get some new enemies that we learned in the fights inside of Cayenne's head. That also means when we go to back to the Veld to do our last bit of Veld farming, we can hopefully encounter those enemies, learn some new skills for Gao. But more importantly, I'm definitely saving this because damn, I do not want to do that again. So we are done with Doma Castle. Now what we need to do is we need to go back to the Coliseum anyway, but that behooves us to take a stop in Korlingen, which is just to the southwest. I flew right past it. Stock up on some stuff. Namely, we need some more high potions. I should get some more Phoenix Downs while I'm here. That way we have 60 of them. I haven't had to worry about ether so much. I'll get 5 more tents. Whoops. I said I'll get 5 more tents. Sleeping bags I haven't had to worry about really either. Now I need to get to a place that has an item shop, and I believe that is not too far away. I head back south, I should be able to get to somewhere down here, should have an item shop. That's Zozo, I don't want to deal with that. Jador has an item shop, or an accessory shop is what I'm talking about. Again, been up since 4:30, feeling a wee bit punchy. See, that's where the auction house is. Items. Do they not have an accessory shop here? If they don't, I'll be very unhappy. There it is. But of course, it does not have the... I should get some more giant gloves while I'm at it. I don't have protect rings. See, this is one of those things that when you are going through a game like this and you don't have quite the guild you expected, or you haven't accumulated as much stuff as you wanted, and then you realize what all you've missed, it is hard not to feel like a bit of a bark. So I should go to Miranda should have what I need. Hopefully. Or not. No, they don't. Doggone it. Okay. Go this way. Now, Sen have an accessory shop. They have a weapon shop. They have an armor shop. Got items. They have an inn. There's the accessory shop. But you don't have any either. And I only have one thief bangle. The next thing we're doing in the quest is we're going and getting a lock. But I figured while we had the second, we can stock up on some stuff. But I'll be danged if I can't find what I'm looking for seemingly anywhere, which is really annoying. There's Kefka's Tower, which I don't want to go to yet. I thought there was a town over here. There is. That's right, this is Nicaea. Or no, Alberg. Come up this way, go around, and the accessory shop is on the other side of these stairs. Now please tell me you have some dash shoes. Hey, you have some dash shoes. Oi, that took a lot longer than it needed to. Reflect rings have jewel rings, have everything else. Which means I can give him some frickin' dash shoes finally, and now I can zip along a little bit quicker here. Because the only other person who had a pair was either Gao or Sabin. I don't remember, or Mash, I should say. Alright, now we need to go back to the Colosseum. And once we do this, we'll head back to... Ooh! We finally get to fight Death Gaze. And of course, you took out... Whoops. Took out Cayenne. You jerk. Alright, resurrect him. Now, Death Gaze is a... Ooh, the Ice Shield healed him. Even better. Is one of the optional characters, obviously, or one of the optional enemies you fight. Ooh. Okay, you took out Strago. Okay, raise him up. Now the thing about Death Gaze is that he will... You encounter him purely through random as you're flying around, as evidenced by what just transpired. And also, his hit points do not regenerate. So if we happen to fight him again, whatever his current HP is, and we lower it, will drop proportionally until he's eventually dead. Now there's an Imperial Soldier. Okay. Probably the only surviving one. I'm giving some information to a friend of mine wearing a bandana recently. Talked to the Emperor twice was the hint I gave him in finding the location of Emperor Gasser's treasure. I don't know what it means myself. Okay. So now that we've done that, where we need to end up going is we need to go back to Sen. And there's an area north of there that will lead us to where Locke is in the cave. So we need to go back all the way down to Sen. If I remember right, was this one. Yeah. So, we need to look for the treasure is where the mountains form a star. So it's actually northwest of here. So where the mountains form a star. That would be it. There's the hole. And now we get to choose our new party. And we get to choose 2 parties. So what we'll do is we'll do this, and then we will go ahead and head into the next episode and explore this dungeon further. Let's see here. So it looks like the ones I need to keep an eye on is I need to have Gao in one and Go-Go in the other. I think what I will do is I will break up the party this way in that I will give them MASH. Should have her as the Rune Knight. And let's see. Yeah, we'll go with Tina, because that way we've got good combination of physical attack and magical attack in this party, physical attack and magical attack in this party, and it allows Realm to start picking up some more levels, along with a grandfather who can maybe learn some more lores, and everybody else is kind of on their own. And it will allow us to switch parties. So, since we're just past 30 minutes, we will leave it here. And in the next episode, we will move into this cave and hopefully, finally, find Locke. And then once we get through this cave, we have 2 towers to go, and then the game is over. So, if you've been enjoying the playthrough so far, best way to show it, as I said, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, ring the bell to be notified of the latest content. Remember, we got Sports Saturday and Sucker Punch Sunday coming up starting tomorrow. Follow us on Twitter at Retrocade. Help us hit that goal of 100 subscribers here on YouTube as soon as you can. If there's any game you'd like to see us feature from the 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th generation, leave it in the comments below. As always, my name is Ronin. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Bye.